Hey guys, welcome back to Wacky Engineering, and in today's video we're going to go over the last type of timer. So if you guys haven't seen any of the previous videos before this, you might go back and check those out, and we are just going to jump right into it. Let me add a rung, and we will add the examine if closed, and we are going to add the timer instruction, and I'm going to use the same. I'll use a different push button. So that is input 0, input 1, input 2, input 3. So we're going to use input 0, 3, and hopefully you guys are starting to get the addressing convention figured out. And what do you know, it's already labeled because this is the same program that we made. I just deleted everything that was inside it, but it did still remember that description, so that's cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the original, the very first timer that's available, since there's no other timers being used at this time, and I'm going to give it a 10-second preset. So we're going to add another rung, and we will just tell this timer to turn this light on after it's done. And let's see here if I can type today. We'll turn on this light just for fun. Light 2. Okay, so we can verify this program and take a second to look at this program and see if you can see how it's going to operate. And something that you might have already guessed about this type of timer is it's going to retain the amount of time that's in it. So in the previous types of timers, as soon as it lost this instruction that was passing logic to it, it would reset the timer, and then as soon as it got it back, it would start timing the timer again. Well, this time, this one is going to retain its time. So if we start timing and then we stop and it got like 3 seconds there, that's going to stay accumulated. Now, at the same fashion, when this gets to 10, you're going to have to find a way to reset it. And with the way this program is written right now, it's not going to reset on its own. So we'll just go ahead and show you that real quick. So let's download this. Go back to run mode and go back online. So input 3. So it's starting to time now, and I'm going to intentionally turn it off so that you can see now it's no longer timing, but it retained that amount of time, which was 4 seconds. So anyway, we'll go back on and we'll let this baby finish timing. And there it goes. So it finished, and it turned on the correct output that it was supposed to turn on. So now we're going to turn this input off, but there you go, it's retained it. And so now we don't have a way to reset this at the moment, but we will go offline and I will show you how to reset that timer, and that'll be about it for this video. So under this timer counter, if you go to the right side, you'll see a reset. And this is an instruction that can reset a different instruction. So we're going to put that over there. Now we have to have something to tell it to reset. I could use a different input. I could actually tell the timer to reset itself, but that wouldn't work very well because right after it turned on this light, it would reset itself immediately. So we won't have the timer reset itself in this scenario, but we can use a different examine if closed instruction, and we could just say use this input to reset it. And we do need to address what it's resetting, so in this case it's just going to be T40, so timer 4, the light timer. So let's Let's verify this real quick. So before we download this, hopefully you're starting to kind of learn how these programs can flow and what's going to happen in here. So if you want to pause it and take a second to see what chain of events is going to happen before it happens, do that now. Otherwise, when we turn on input 03, when input 03 goes high, it is going to pass logic to this retentive timer, and after it has been 10 seconds, it is going to be done, and it is going to trigger this timer 4 done bit, timer 40 done bit, which is then going to pass logic to this light, and it's going to turn it on. Now, if we decide, hey, we want to reset this thing, so maybe this was like a cycle timer on a machine saying, hey, a certain amount of hours has happened, and you need to do something to this machine. Maybe it needs some sort of regular maintenance interval or something like that. So it would turn on this light, and then this could be like a key switch that would reset it. So you could stick a key in and turn it on, and when you turn it on, it would reset that. So maybe a maintenance personnel has a key that they're going to put in there to reset it. So we could put like key switch. We could name it whatever we wanted. We would have to obviously have something other than this button. We would have to have like a key switch. But that's potentially where you might see something like this. Enough explaining. We're going to download this. Alright, so let's see this bad boy work. So we'll turn it on. Oh, that's the reset. Turn it on, and oh, let's turn it off for a second. So it accumulated 2 seconds. So right now, if we poke this, now it just reset it. It went back to 0. So we'll poke it again. We'll let it time out this time. We'll see the light come on. And then once we've decided we're ready to reset this and turn this light off, then we can hit this, and it turns it off. But as soon as I take it off, it's going to start timing again, and that's because this input is still high. So this program has operated exactly how I expected it to operate. This time, if we take this off, it's still going to stay on there because this timer instruction is done, and we haven't reset it yet, so the light's still on. So this time, if I hit this button to reset it, it's not going to start timing again. So that's the end of this video. If you guys want to keep up with the rest of the instructions that we're going to go over on this series, then like, subscribe, and hit the alert button. Thanks for watching.